Yeah, I've said all along, man, this is a special group, and I told the team that this game rewards teams that do things the right way and play hard and with confidence and courage, and that's this team to the core, and can't help but think there's some almost divine intervention today. Some of the plays, the ground ball off of Lorenzo's glove and get to Dorian and Will's at first base covering the bag. It's plays that aren't the normal, the way you draw it up in baseball. And it seems like everything went our way. That last play that Ogden made, not a big deal until the next guy hits a two-run home run. That would have tied the game. So, and just guys stepping up, man. Just from Lumpkin to Will Smith and hadn't pitched in a while. I thought I was resting him for today. So I didn't want to hear anything. He was tired, but he did a great job, man. And this guy coming off, 5 weeks he's been out, and I told you guys he's a big piece of our lineup, an important guy, not just offensively but on the bases, and came up big with a big, got us going with a solo home run early, man. So love this team. I'm just so happy we get to play more baseball with these guys.
Absolutely. We'll open up to questions now.
JD, for you, just the management of your bullpen today and just the arms that you trusted, just think about how they've developed over the years, not only over the season, just how today they just culminated.
Guys did their job, and it's they've been up and down during the season at some point, and when we went on our stretch, our run there, everybody was clicking all cylinders, and today those guys came through, and again, starting with Lumpkin and Will, and Robert came in and walked those first two guys in the eighth inning, but we had four lefties coming up, and we tried to squeeze a couple more outs out of them before we went to Walters. So those two guys got on, they forced a hand, we went to Walters, and can't ask for more. That's a huge six out save there for him.
Derek, if you just talk about your emotions, Williams, and you think about this whole tournament, the Alabama game ended, you catch up against the wall, this one, right down to the wire. Just what were your emotions going through this whole weekend?
Yeah, it's definitely been a roller coaster for sure, but the guys stayed confident, and the coaches coached us up the whole time, and we had one goal the whole entire time, and that was to win it, and we kept practicing hard and doing everything we can, and came out on top, and it feels really good.
Will, for you caught fire like this early in the season against Florida, and you did again today. Just what's going through your mind when you're seeing those strikeouts and just what you're doing? Just how you feel?
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I don't think about that stuff at all. I'm just trying to win a ball game. I've played in that game for 5 years now, and we've lost it every time, and that's just a testimony to what JD's done here, and our team just absolutely resilient, and we just don't give up, man. And we were not going to lose that game today, and you knew that whenever we woke up this morning and went to breakfast at 9:15.
Derek, for you, coming off the injury and then just opening the game with that home run, it was a game that hit just to start the game. So, just what was your emotions when you hit that ball just to get the team started?
Oh, it felt really good. The trainers and the coaching staff has been there by my side the whole entire time, and there was a few dark moments along the journey, is not being able to play and all of that stuff, but the coaching staff and JD mainly being there by my side pushed me through, and being there for me kept me confident, and he kept putting me in there, and it felt really good to do that for my team, and I'm excited about it.
JD, can you talk about managing the bullpen today? And you obviously had Ryan Welch in your back pocket, and maybe you were thinking of him for the ninth, but then you started the eighth with him still on the bench. Your thought when you were going to go to him?
It's a must-win or elimination game 7, game whatever you want to call it. It's tough because you never want to get left with your best available guy in your back pocket. So there's really no script to it. Getting out to the lead there, that was huge for us. Stretching it out in the 6th inning, getting up 5-1, allowed us to play it kind of conventional and saving him for the 8th and 9th inning. Had it been 2-1 game, it would have been a different situation. He would have come in early and maybe Will's in the back end. There was no real script today. Just as the game goes, you got to make decisions. But it's something that we talked about this morning for a while, me and Laz, and we had every possible scenario, I think, covered. So it's tough. It's you don't want to take guys out too early and get left without no pitching, but you don't want to save your best guys. So it's 4-run lead makes it a lot easier.
You had Rob Evans there to face those lefties, but when he kind of gave up get a little control, then bring in Brian. What was your thinking there with Rob trying to squeeze those lefties?
We're just trying to steal an out or two. It's just you get one out. That's a big difference. 5 outs and 6 outs. And they made it as tough as possible. That's the way we like it around here, man. Nothing easy. But you try to steal outs wherever you can. There were situations early in the game where we had guys ready, and we're just trying to steal one more out, and again it worked out. We turned a big double play. So it's you pitch to pitch. A game like this is pitch to pitch, and there's no real script to it.
JD, also, what are your thoughts on Southern Miss and the fight they put up?
A great ball club, man. I mean, they weren't. I can't think of an ACC team that's much better. I mean, they belong in a power conference, and it's a really, really good team up and down, offensively, defensively, pitching. Those guys can really, really pitch, and they can do some damage with the bat too. But I was really impressed being a pitching guy. I was really impressed with their pitches and their command and the way they located. And I mean, we only got 5 hits today, so I guess 9 hits. But I was looking at the other guys. But they did a great job. You know, they did a great job. They obviously had a game plan because the same way they pitched us last night, they pitched us today, especially our left-handers. But they were able to execute it, man, and they were just pounding us in, fastballs in, sliders in. Those are tough pitches to execute consistently. And when they missed, you know, you hear the fans complaining because their misses were that close. I mean, they were really, really good pitches.
This is the first Super Regional since 2016. Just speak about, you were an assistant coach at the time, now you're a head coach. Just what does this mean for you and just the program?
Happy for my group of guys, man. Again, I get to spend another week with this group, and I want to extend it as long and as far as possible. So what makes it so special is I get to enjoy it with these guys. So I'm thankful for that. I thank God every day for where I'm at, where I'm coaching, and the guys that I'm coaching with, from my staff to coaches to players, everybody up and down, administration. I'm just thankful. I thank God every morning. I'm blessed.
We have time for 2 more questions.
Could you speak a little bit about Dorian and just the leadership that he showed throughout the week? And he was very impressive all throughout the week, and really one of the main reasons that y'all are here this week.
Yeah, you know, we had a lot of guys on this roster that today could have been their last game. Last time putting on cleats, you know, I don't think you wore cleats in softball, right?
No, not at State Farm either.
But you know, a lot of guys woke up this morning. This could have been their last day, you know, last game. So for him to come through, it's huge for Derek, everybody, Lumpkin, Will. I mean, a lot of guys came through today. So I'm happy for everybody.